Published 1421 EDT, the 26th of August 2017. Updated 1532 EDT, the 26th of August 2017. Manchester United also won their first 3 matches in the Premier League last season, but it feels different this time. Leicester City, champions 2 seasons ago and rediscovering their mojo under Craig Shakespeare, were meant to be a step up after West Ham and Swansea, but they were dispatched comfortably enough despite Romelu Lukaku having a penalty saved at 0-0 by Kasper Schmeichel. United have scored 10 goals and conceded none in the hat-trick of wins, and Jose Mourinho certainly has the squad to maintain a title challenge, with both of yesterday's goals scored by substitutes Marcus Rashford with his 20th for the club and then marouane fellaini. Marcus Rashford came off the bench to score the opener for Manchester United as they beat Leicester 20 at Old Trafford. The England international volleyed home from Henrikh Mkhitaryan's cross on 70 minutes, just 3 minutes after coming on. Rashford's fellow replacement, marouane fellaini centre, celebrates after sealing the 3 points for United on 82 minutes. The Belgium and United midfielder turned home Jesse Lingard's cross hot courtesy of a deflection of his right knee. Romelu Lukaku's second half penalty was saved by Kasper Schmeichel after Simpson was penalised for handball. Asked if it was the type of game United would have only drawn last season, Paul Pogba admitted, "For sure. This season we have kept pushing and we are going to carry on like that. Such is the newfound confidence coursing through the veins." Rashford said there was no panic when Lukaku was foiled from 12 yards by Schmeichel in the 53rd minute. "When the chances are coming like that, I was always confident we would get the goals," said the teenager, who will now join up with England for World Cup qualifiers against Malta and Slovakia on a high. Mourinho made his first change in personnel this season, replacing Rashford with Anthony Martial on the left-hand side of the attack. Their first half tempo was quick enough to please a famous fan watching from the director's box, Usain Bolt, but frustratingly the breakthrough wouldn't come. Schmeichel pulled off a only-handed save from Marta that his dad Peter produced many times at Old Trafford. When the Spaniard did put the ball in the net, reacting quickest after Schmeichel spilled Lukaku's shot, he was ruled marginally offside. David De Gea, here celebrating United's second goal, made a fine reaction save late on from Andy King to keep a clean sheet. United midfield talisman Paul Pogba congratulates Rashford after the England forward broke the deadlock at Old Trafford. The French midfielder fires a free-kick at goal, but Leicester held firm for 70 minutes in the face of pressure from the hosts. Leicester midfielder Wilfred Ndidi and striker Jamie Vardy battle to win possession from United centre-back Eric Bailly. Schmeichel makes a fingertip, only-handed save to keep Craig Shakespeare's side level during the first half at Old Trafford. Pogba and Daley Blind drew another missed opportunity as United huffed and puffed in their attempts to break Leicester down. Leicester and no mugs at either end of the pitch. Wes Morgan put in a brilliant defensive block to keep out Henrikh Mkhitaryan, and a first-time layoff from Shinji Okazaki to Jamie Vardy should have seen the striker hit the target instead of shooting wide. In particular, Riyad Mahrez looked in the mood and teased Daley Blind and Phil Jones on a couple of occasions without a teammate getting the finishing touch to his crosses. The first signs of genuine frustration among the Stretford end came when Lukaku's layoff at the start of the second half went straight to his midfield opponent, Matt James. When the Belgian tried to make amends by grabbing the ball after Simpson had handled Martial's cross, it backfired. Lukaku's penalty was well struck but at the right for Schmeichel, who dived to his right to save and was promptly mobbed by his teammates. If the crowd were anxious, the United players and manager weren't. Leicester forward Vardy beats compatriot and United centre-back Phil Jones to the ball during the goalless first half. United boss Jose Mourinho saw his side spurn a handful of first-half chances before Lukaku's penalty was saved. Pogba battles with Leicester fullback Christian Fuchs. The away side survived a host of chances in the first half on Saturday. Rashford was sent on after 67 minutes for Marta and within 3 minutes had broken the deadlock. Mkhitaryan's outswinging corner bypassed Leicester defenders who were distracted by the presence of Pogba and Eric Bailly. Rashford was all alone and connected first time with his right foot, the ball bouncing into the ground and then up through Schmeichel's glove with power and spin. Once ahead, United never looked as if they would let it slip. What Mourinho wouldn't have expected was to see his 2 other substitutes combine for the second goal after 82 minutes that sealed the points. Jesse Lingard produced a curling cross hot into the 6-yard box, and Fellaini moved ahead of his marker and celebrated as the ball glanced off the outside of his right knee past Schmeichel. Mourinho, once happy to be known as the Special One, deflected the opportunity to bask in the glory of masterful substitutions. "Very good players," he said, before explaining his thinking. "I think that Mata comes more for the ball when we have possession and try to build with patience. Marcus is a runner with and without the ball, and I told him to make a few runs and movements in relation to Lukaku's position. Nemanja Matic is wrestled away from the ball by Fox's forward Shinji Okazaki as United struggled to find a way through. Sir Alex Ferguson and former England manager Sam Allardyce were among those in attendance at Old Trafford on Saturday. Pogba was sporting another unique haircut for the Old Trafford clash. The midfielder has had a fine start to the season, and the end he scored, but I didn't see it, because I was talking with Lingard. The United manager may have raised the entertainment level at Old Trafford, but he appeared equally proud that David De Gea still hasn't conceded a league goal. Jamie Vardy is one of the most dangerous players in the Premier League. Was he dangerous today? No, because we played so well to control that, he said. I watched Leicester's game against Arsenal 3 times. They were very dangerous in that, but not today. When you miss a penalty, there is normally a little collapse, but that didn't happen. We kept creating and getting chances and corners. I am not getting carried away. 9 points is good, a 100-goal difference is good, but it's only 3 matches. Jones blocks from Leicester's Riyad Mahrez during a rare attack for the visitors. They conceded the lion's share of the ball. 100 metres world record holder and United supporter Usain Bolt watches on at Old Trafford as United secured a 20 victory. Lukaku tries to close down Leicester centre-back Harry Maguire. United did not pay for the Belgium forward's penalty miss. Fellaini consoles Mahrez after the final whistle at Old Trafford. United remain top of the table after 3 wins from 3. If there was one disappointment, it was that Lukaku failed to score for the first time. He seemed to try too hard, if anything, after his penalty fluff. By the time the £75 million forward had his best chance to score at the end and make it 30, his anxiety saw him balloon the chance over. Leicester's manager has more immediate problems, namely stopping set pieces. The Foxes have the worst record in the division for conceding corners, surprisingly given the size of some of their personnel. We have to be mindful the set plays don't become an Achilles heel, he said ruefully. We resisted and frustrated United for 70 minutes, but they capitalized on the big moments.